This is All Across America.
So I got a couple of my friends, and I said, I asked my instructor pilot. I said, "Look, I'm going to get a couple friends. I just want you to take them for a ride on Saturday. I want them to experience what I have experienced and what I'm going to experience. I want you to take them up and down the beach in the biplane. That's it. Just a 20-minute ride. No problem." And three or four of them went, and then my son, all right, was there with my friends. And I said, "Mike, you're going to love this. It's right at sunset. You're going to get the best flight of all of them. All right. Up and down the beach at sunset. I mean, this is like a fantasy of mine that, just unstoppable." And jumps in the plane. I'm there strapping him in, making sure he's in good, telling him how great it's going to be. He'd never been in an open cockpit biplane before.
Yeah.
And off they go. And I go back up with my other friends up at the top of the restaurant, waiting for them to come back. And, 20-minute flight, and 25 minutes, not back. We don't hear anything. And then we hear the ambulance sirens.
Oh, wow.
And what the hell? Didn't put it together.
Right.
But then somebody told me that what happened, they come running over because they knew what I was doing and what was going on.
Oh, boy.
I'd made some friends at the airport by then, and they all knew. And the pilot ran out of gas,
Oh, my God.
which is like, the stupidest thing you could
Right.
ever do is get in an airplane with not enough gas.
Yeah.
And he's an instructor.
Right.
6 months later, he was flying for Reno Air. He didn't have to worry about getting gas. Other people put the gas
Yeah.
in.
Well, yeah.
But anyway, so we hear the siren, go running. Everybody's running to the same place. It was right at the airport in a hill right before the parking lot. And they ran out of gas and they fluffed in like this.
Yeah.
All right. And I'm there. The pilot's out of the plane. My son's still in the front cockpit. And I'm standing back with the EMTs while they're getting him on a backboard and taking him out of the airplane.
Yeah.
And I hear, "I can't feel my legs."
Oh, wow.
I'll tell you, man, I held it together. They put him in a helicopter to take him to the air to the hospital. It's like, do you think he really wanted to get in a helicopter
Oh,
after
my
just
goodness.
crashing
Yeah.
an
Jeez.
airplane? Right?
Yeah.
It's like, holy shit,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah.
Can't we just get a fast ambulance or
Right.
something?
Oh, God.
And
Yeah.
got it together, and I met him at the airport, and his mom came, and et cetera, and we're there through into the night, and they put him in surgery and immediately and all the rest of that stuff, and talked to the doctor, and they just said he's going to be in a wheelchair, and the totality of it didn't hit me until I got home that night. I just cried like a baby.
Yeah.
To think that the thing that I had,
Yeah.
my dream had had hurt my son. It's
Yeah.
just not even possible. How could that be possible? And we just spent the next 6 months. He moved into that fantasy place that I built, that I got, not the hangar home in the desert, but this place with a pool and all of garage for the Ferrari and all this stuff,
Yeah.
and he was living in the pool house. So he had his own place, but we had therapists coming and
Right.
helping him and taking care of him, helping him exercise and massage and all the rest of that stuff and
Right.
diet and on and on and on and research and all the help we could possibly give him. And after I don't know 4 or 6 months, he was up and at him.
Wow.
He was ready to get back into his own life,
Yeah.
and but he was still on crutches and wheelchair and
Yeah.
walker, etc. But the whole idea is to get self-sufficient,
Right.
you know, which he was. Got him a Mustang with hand controls, and he's driving all around with hand controls.
Wow.
So,
How old is
I
he at
mean,
this time?
he's back 22,
22.
22. First day of spring,
Wow.
1990, 1993. And obviously, it was like the next day when the reality of it hit me that I just called the factory. I said, I got to cancel the order. This is my dream is no longer my priority. My
Yeah.
son is my priority, and that's
Yeah.
it. So forget about that. You know, and that was it. So Mike, he's a fighter. He's got a strong will and a great heart, and he just got himself back together. He was into car stereos, where he'd install car stereos and everything. That was his job at the time. And what he found was that he couldn't, because of the injury to his back, he couldn't get underneath the dashboards anymore. He couldn't do that kind of work anymore.
Right.
So
Right.
he taught himself computers. Taught
Wow.
himself computers. Never mentioned it, right? He's off doing his thing, teaches himself computers, gets a job at a very technical company. All right. They would only hire people that really knew their stuff. And
Right.
the kid's got to be a freaking genius. And and they hired him, and he did that for a couple of years, helping him out, computer security, cyber security, that kind of stuff, and computer operations, network operations. Learned it all. Stuff I never knew. And and eventually decided that he wanted to start his own business, and he did. He got into computer security and hosting,
Okay.
servers that other companies would want a server like in San Diego because their headquarters was in New York and they needed faster delivery of stuff on the West Coast. So
Right.
they needed a place to for a server. So he was the guy. All right. Now let me tell you, talk about guts. Every new server that he added, he had to leave his home in a wheelchair, go to the car, wheelchair around the back of the car, open the trunk, put the wheelchair in the trunk, hobble around to the driver's side, get in the car, drive to the store where you could buy a server, get out of the car, hobble around to the trunk, get the wheelchair into the store, buy the server, put it in his lap, drive out to the car, put it in the trunk, put the wheelchair in the trunk, hobble around this, go back home to the data center, do the same thing again, install the server.
Wow.
Now, he's got over 1,000 servers now,
Wow.
right? Imagine how many trips back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. And what kind of, if somebody tells you you're not going to walk again. A lot of people give up.
Yeah.
Not everybody. That's why
Not
he's my
him.
hero, man.
Yeah.
I don't know that I could deal with that. And
Yeah.
yet he's the man. He is the man. I'll tell you. RESPECT. Big
Yeah.
time.
That's an incredible story.
So yeah, he's a great human being.